So, you want to learn how to code. That is a fantastic idea. Maybe you have heard your friends talking about something called Python, or perhaps you saw a job posting that mentioned it. Python is a programming language. Think of it like a language we use to talk to computers. We give the computer instructions, and it follows them. But instead of using English or Hindi, we use the Python language. It is one of the most popular programming languages in the world today, and for very good reason. Many big companies like Google, Instagram, and Spotify, use Python for many different things. Why is everyone so excited about Python? Well, it's famous for being easy to read. The code almost looks like plain English sentences. This makes it a perfect choice for someone who has never written a single line of code before in their life. You do not have to be a computer genius to start learning it. The rules are simpler compared to other languages. This means you can spend less time getting confused by complicated symbols and more time actually building cool things. It is like learning to write with a very simple alphabet before moving on to more complex scripts. Python is also incredibly versatile. What does that mean? It means you can use it for almost anything you can imagine. Do you want to build a website? Python can do that. Are you interested in creating a game? Python is great for that too. Maybe you want to analyze large amounts of data for a science project or for your business. Python is a champion in data science and machine learning. This flexibility is a huge reason for its popularity. Learning one language opens the door to so many different career paths and hobbies, which is a wonderful thing for any beginner. The best part is the massive community behind Python. Imagine you are trying to solve a puzzle and you get stuck. With Python, there are millions of other people all over the world who have likely faced the same problem. You can find answers, tutorials, and help online very easily. This supportive community creates libraries, which are like pre-written sets of code that you can use to do complex tasks without starting from scratch. So when you learn Python, you are not just learning a language, you are joining a massive helpful team. Before you can start writing magical Python spells, you need to prepare your computer. The first step is to install the Python interpreter itself. This is the program that understands your Python code and tells the computer what to do. The best place to get it is from the official website python.org. Go to the download section. The website is smart. It will usually show you the correct version for your operating system, whether it is Windows, macOS, or Linux. Just click the big download button. It is completely free. This is your first real step to becoming a programmer. Once you have downloaded the installer file, you need to run it. If you are on Windows, there is one very important step you must not miss. During the installation process, you will see a checkbox at the bottom that says something like, Add Python to Path. Make sure you tick this box. It will make your life much easier later on. For Mac and Linux users, this is usually handled automatically. Just follow the on-screen instructions, clicking Next or Continue until the installation is complete. Congratulations! You now have Python living on your computer. Now you need a place to actually write your code. This place is called a code editor, or an integrated development environment, also known as an IDE. Think of it like a special notebook for programmers. One of the most popular choices is Visual Studio Code or VS Code. It is free, powerful, and you can download it from code.visualstudio.com. Another excellent option is PyCharm, which has a free community edition perfect for beginners. A third option, especially for data analysis, is Jupyter Notebook, which lets you run your code in small, interactive blocks. Let's quickly set up VS Code. After installing it, open the program. On the left side, you'll see an icon that looks like a stack of blocks. This is the extensions marketplace. Click on it and search for Python. The first result, published by Microsoft, is the one you want. Click the install button. This extension will give VS Code superpowers for writing Python code, like highlighting your code in different colors and pointing out simple mistakes. Now your coding playground is officially open for business and ready for you to start creating. Are you ready to write your very first computer program? It is a tradition for new programmers to start by making the computer say, "Hello world." It is a simple task, but it is a powerful moment. It proves that you have set everything up correctly, and that you can make the computer do what you want. Open your code editor, like VS Code. Create a new file and save it with a name that ends in .py. For example, you can name it hello.py. The .py ending tells the computer that this is a Python file. Now in this new file, you're going to type just one single line of code. It is very simple. Type this exactly as you see it here. Print open parenthesis double quote, hello world, double quote, close parenthesis. Let's look at what this does. Print is a built-in Python command or function that tells the computer to display something on the screen. The text you want to display goes inside the parentheses and must be enclosed in double quotes. The quotes tell Python that this is a piece of text, also known as a string. After you have typed the line of code, you need to run the file. In most code editors, you can do this by clicking a Run button, which often looks like a green triangle or play symbol. You can also open a terminal or command prompt, navigate to the folder where you saved your file, and type python hello.py and press enter. If everything is correct, you should see the words Hello World appear on your screen. Take a moment to appreciate this. You just wrote a program and made your computer speak. This simple command is more useful than you might think. The print function is your best friend when you are learning. You can use it to check the value of things in your program to see what part of your code is running or just to leave messages for yourself. It is a fundamental tool for interacting with your own program and understanding what is happening behind the scenes. We will use it a lot. For now, feel free to change the text inside the quotes. Try printing your name or a funny message. Experimentation is key to learning. Now that you can make the computer talk, let's learn how to make it remember things. We do this using variables. A variable is like a box or a container where you can store information. You give the box a name and then you can put something inside it. For example, you can create a variable named age and put the number 25 inside it. In Python, you would write this as age equals 25. Now, whenever you use the word age in your program, Python knows you are talking about the number 25. This is incredibly useful for storing data that might change. The information you store in variables comes in different types, called data types. The most common ones are integers, which are whole numbers like 10, -5, or 100, floats, which are numbers with a decimal point like 3.14 or 99.9, strings, which is text, like we already saw with Hello World, and booleans, which can only be true or false. Python is smart and usually figures out the data type on its own. For instance, my underscore name equals Rohan in quotes creates a string variable, while price equals 150.50 creates a float variable. Understanding these basic types is essential for writing any program. Once you have data in variables, you can perform operations on them. You are already familiar with many of these. Arithmetic operators are used for maths, plus for addition, minus for subtraction, asterisk for multiplication, and slash for division. For example, total underscore cost equals 10 plus 5 would store 15 in the total underscore cost variable. We also have comparison operators to compare values like double equals 4 is equal to, exclamation equals 4 is not equal to, greater than and less than. These comparisons always result in a Boolean value, true or false. Finally, it is important to write comments in your code. A comment is a note for humans that the computer completely ignores. In Python, any line that starts with a hash symbol is a comment. You should use comments to explain what your code is doing, especially the tricky parts. For example, hash this variable stores the user's age. This makes it easier for you to remember what you did when you look at your code weeks later, and it helps other people understand your work. Now go ahead and try creating your own variables and printing them. Happy coding!